Hello my fellow YouTubers, welcome back to the channel. It's Brad here again from Goldman Prospecting. Hope you've all been well and all staying safe. So first thing I'll just jump straight into is, I apologise for the lack of uploads. So we've had some crazy stuff going on here. So we're in the middle of a really wet season, so we've had storms, rain, the rivers have been really full. I'll show you the area and just how much it's changed to what you'd usually expect it to see. And on top of that, we've been in lockdown as well, so we couldn't even actually, well, for some amount of time we couldn't even leave home, but yet alone travel the border to get here. So we are at the Shoalhaven River again today in our regular spot, and we're going to just do some crevicing and digging around, looking for fresh deposits, I guess would be the best way to put it. So yeah, let's take a look around. So this bush here is usually where we walk around and do my panning, so the river's still up quite high right now. You can see there's new exposed rocks here, another channel running through here, just random, a big pile of loose gravel here. That's fixed into the bedrock, so there's an iron ring of some sort. I guess something to do with a bridge, or at least to hold horses maybe. Yeah, so that's where we usually dig, and found some good gold. So we're going to be working up here. You can see there's just stuff scattered everywhere. Loose rocks everywhere, crevices. So today will be a lot of picking a spot, testing it, and moving on. Gravel bar has some possible paste streaks along it too. I don't know if we want to check that out later. We'll see how we go here. So let's go to the gear and start doing some stuff. Alright, so something you'll be happy about this, we've got the gold monster out here today, because we know we're not going to be digging through heaps of sand, and we're going to be looking for crevices and heavies, and not particularly pickers or nuggets, but where the heavies are accumulated. So in basically, if you get a good signal in a nice crack, there's a good chance there's going to be heavies in there, iron, lead. 9 out of 10 times there will be also gold with it, so it's just a good way to, find it. And you might get the occasional nice piece doing this way. So we'll just take the basics, classifier pan, some crevicing tools. Right, so we got an iron signal just here, which doesn't mean much. There's sand and stuff, but upon moving some of the sand, you can really see there's hard packed rocks. And you know my rule, if there's hard packed rocks, it hasn't been left for a while, and hard packed means good. Yeah, so that's pretty hard to get out, so I'm just going to clean out this just along here. Right, we found the signal. It's actually an old bolt, so there was a bridge that ran across the river here, and they used obviously steel bolts or iron bolts to get into the rocks and hold things together. So that's all we've detected there, and it really doesn't go that deep. So this one's a pretty obvious signal, so nice crack down there. I don't know how deep that goes, and here as well. I'm thinking me and Toby from Bush Ranger Prospecting have actually worked this before. So we ended up panning that tiny bit we got from that bit over there, just so it didn't mix up with the other results we got. I thought the NAs would keep them separate. And there's not much, there's a few specks of gold in there. They definitely go pretty deep in there. There's a bit of water, so I'm going to actually fill that up. That one there doesn't go quite as far. So I'm going to just fill that up with water, and we're just going to pump it out with this. And we're going to do the same down here as well. So not that much, just another couple of specks of gold in there. So that crack has been worked last year by us. I didn't really get that many more signals, so I'm actually going to go to where there's some new deposits of just rocks and sand and just low pressure zones, and we'll try a few pans out of those places. Alright, since the last time you've seen me, I've tried 2 different spots test panning. First one was a couple of specks, so I moved on, and the second one was 0 specks. So alright, so our second spot worked out pretty well from a single pan. I like that spec count, and a pretty good flake. Now let me show you where that came from and why I believe we might have found this much gold in one pan. You can see this is a bit of that channel running through here. Not really part of like the main river flow angle, but it comes through here. I just took the pans from here, but you can see that colour down here. Let me get a bit out for you to show you. You can see that colour, so we're hitting some sort of maybe deteriorating deposit there. A few inches above that, and then maybe the top layer of that clay is where it's going to be at. So let's take some more pans and confirm this is the case. Pan 2 from that spot with the clay, and we got really good spec count again, so we're going to continue on that. Right, now we've had a good go at that gully behind us, and there is good spec counts there. I'm going to actually we'll clean up the gear, and we're going to move down to the huge sandbar, the big sandbank, because from here I can see there's some nice large rocks this time. Usually it's just small sandy sort of rocks and small pebbles, but I see some nice runs along the rocks there where there might be a good pay streak. We may as well have a look, because we had 3 large, I'd consider large flooding events in the last 6 months, so if there's anything it's going to be there right now, so off we go. Probably going to better low pressure there, and then look at the size of the rocks. Hand size rocks, I think that is ideal. So for the first pan, from where I expected there to be gold, there's some. Another decent spec count. And that was just moving up by about a metre or 2, so I'll show you exactly, we'll go and have a look. So there's test pan 1 you saw the gold from. That one there had alright gold, not quite as much, but good. And that was just this one now, so you can quite clearly see there's, you know, I'd say this whole area here, the top 6 inches is going to be pay material. That wasn't even half a bucket, it was almost 2 pans, it wasn't even 2 pans, and just a nice little spec count, 30 specs, 40 specs. Let's weigh it up. I'm guessing 0.06. 0.055.